Hello everybody, it's Nurse Richard the Wax Wizard, and today I am joined by
Adam from Alto Hearing.
This is Conor from Durham Hearing Specialists.
Hello everybody. Right, what we've been asked to do is I set some question and answers. I asked in a video a couple of months ago because we knew you guys would be getting together because Conor's kindly doing a training course for us tomorrow. And so we've come together the day before, and these are some viewers' questions. Now, I have censored a lot of them because there was a lot of inappropriate ones in there, but they're not too medically minded. It's just a bit of a general question, just a get to know you type of thing. So what we'll do, we'll pick out one question, and if the guy wants to answer it, that's fine. They're happy to. If they don't want to answer it, then that's fine too. But whoever picks a question, we can answer. I'll answer that same question. That's all right. Who wants to go first? All right, go on.
So the question is, what job did you want to do when you were younger? Easy, I wanted to be a studio engineer. So, which I still kind of do a little bit, but mixing and mastering music is what I wanted to do when I was younger. And thankfully, all those knowledge and skills comes in handy when you do audiology. So, mixing and mastering engineer.
It does. We've actually just learned something that we all have in common, don't we? Which is music. Obviously, Conor was involved in that. I believe Adam was almost in some famous bands. Nearly made it. No, he's shaking his head here. And I was a music teacher when I first left college. I was a music teacher. Yeah.
Do you know music theory?
A little bit. Because when I first left school, I went to music college. Then want to be a famous rock star like you do when you're 16, So I went to music college and I was in bands at the time. We're drifting off subject here. But that answers this question here. What did I want to be when I was younger? And the answer is a rock star. Why not? But when I had hair, which is funnily enough quite similar to yours. Honestly, it was. There is a question in there about your hair. That was one of the most common ones that came up, actually. What about you, Adam? What did you want to be?
Weirdly, exactly the same.
Really? We all wanted to be involved in music and rock stars. So we're all failed musicians.
Yeah, pretty much. I was in a band from when I was about 16 till when I was 24. And we just weren't very good.
That's very honest of you.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
We were pretty good. Just wrong place, wrong time. Right, let's go for it. What did you play, by the way?
Guitar and a sang.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have to hear some of that later on.
No.
Not on this, maybe, but afterwards. What about yourself?
Guitar.
You play guitar too?
Yeah.
I play guitar too. No pressure here. We should have brought one, shouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Right, go on. You can pick the next one.
Okay. I feel like I'm doing the FA Cup.
Number 1, Walking Town.
Right. What was the best vacation you ever took and why? I think in terms of family holidays, we tend to go abroad very little. We tend to holiday in the United Kingdom. So I would say we like going down to Dartmouth in Devon,
right,
which is sort of where I've been going since I was about 3. And I think that's my favourite place to go with my family. We try and go as often as possible. And in general, I would say the Provence in France, which is where I go cycling occasionally, and the climate is just absolutely beautiful.
Nothing to do with the red wine and cheese.
Nothing to do with it. No.
One of my favourite holidays with the family was only a couple of years ago. We went to a tiny island off the coast of Madeira. Madeira is an island in the Atlantic off kind of north West Africa. Remember my geography here. And there's a little island next to Madeira called Porto Santo. It's very unspoiled. I think there's only a couple of hotels there, and it's like a volcanic island. They've even got one of those things like what do they call it? Like is it Fingals? These weird rock formations that look like little steps going up. It's a fabulous place. Best beach. Apparently, it's like they call it the hidden Caribbean island that's in Europe, and it was beautiful. That was my favourite holiday, Porto Santo.
Sounds good.
What about yourself?
Just going to the Yorkshire Dales with my family. Just peace and quiet and countryside, sheep, grass, hiking. It's all good.
That sounds like something I need to do more. Peace and quiet. Right, I'll pick the next one out. And funnily enough, it's the one I mentioned before. And this was a genuine question from a viewer. And it says, Richard, if you could trade hair with Conor's, would you? Now, The easy answer is no. Because no, I wouldn't. And I'll tell you why. Because I don't have to do anything with this.
All right.
It just is what it is. When I wake up in the morning, I don't have to worry about which side it's going to, which bit's sticking up. But yeah, I used to, when we were all rock stars, all wannabe rock stars, my hair was like down here. I had these curls and waves. There's some pictures out there on the internet somewhere. I'm not going to tell anybody where they are. But they are there.
Oh,
but it was, I think I made a video of it once, ironically enough. But no, I would not grow it back at all. I did try and grow it back about 6 months ago. And my wife couldn't look at me because I always had this hair when we met. And she said, no, just no. She said, you look like Richard E. Grant. Like you're clinging onto it. She calls it Fantasy Island. It's this top in the middle here. She said, the spiders are nibbling away at it here and it's just going to leave a little island there. So she said, don't grow it again. So I can't.
As long as you want.
Well, that's the main thing, isn't it? Yeah. I didn't have hair when we met. I don't have it now, so. Right, go on. Yeah. Next one.
All right. What was your favourite age growing up? To be honest, I kind of like the age I am right now, to be frank.
40.
I'm 35. Wait, how old are you?
37.
Nice.
I'm not sure I even want to answer that question. I was 50 this year, so I've got a few years on you young pups. But no, my favourite age was probably 18 because I don't remember it, but I know it was fun. That's the main thing. Don't get me wrong, I like my age now, but yeah, 18 was a great time in the early 90s where we lived, yeah. How about you?
Probably, like I say, university years when you're 18, 21. No worries.
Without a care in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Without a mortgage, without a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I liked it too. Right, next one. It's your turn.
How many of these you got?
There's not one. We don't have to do them all.
Okay.
Just let me know when you get bored and we'll stop doing it.
Is there anything you haven't had on your channel yet that you'd like to have? Well, we don't have necessarily the variety of cases that Conor does. I can't think of anything really.
I think what they're probably implying or speaking about is, I think they're on about bugs because everyone's obsessed with finding bugs in the air. It's one of the most
so rare.
Yeah, it's the most common question that I get. Have you ever found any insects? Have you ever found any roaches or spiders? The answer is no. And I know not many have. No, it does happen. I see a lot in some channels from Eastern Asia, but I know you found a flywing once, didn't you?
Yeah, but super rare. That's enough.
Yeah.
I can't think of the amount of times we get something in like that is I remember back in 2008, maybe when I was training, I found a leaf in a child's ear,
Right.
and that was about the most interesting thing I've found. And it's been 18 years since then, and still not seen it.
Probably the oddest one, which again we get asked a lot. The oddest one I found a rubber off the end of a pencil. I don't think that's that unusual though. It's having a scratch in there. But I'm sure there was rubber on the end of that. And 2 years later, it ended up on my door. Actually, it was a rubber on the end of it. But then earlier this year, I found some fish gravel in a kid's ear.
Fish gravel?
Fish gravel, yeah.
Right.
His mum thinks they were stones from just they'd picked up off the road. And I asked him about it because they were like different colours. And it looked just like fish gravel when I zoomed in on it. And he said, well, I've been modelling around with the fish tank and I just wanted to see what happens. Kids are curious, aren't they? They want to see what happens when you put things in places.
Do you know what though?
Yeah.
When my dad was in his 30s, my mum pulled a piece of Airfix out of his ear.
Oh, really?
And he hadn't used Airfix since he was about 14.
Yeah, how old was it when they pulled it out?
In his 30s.
Right.
Yeah, like a little piece of a Red Arrow Airfix.
I used to love those.
Yeah.
They're the ones that it's like polystyrene.
Yeah, they're
isn't it?
plastic, and then you paint them after you've...
Yeah, and then you throw them around and they last about 2 days and then they bend and break. I'm thinking of the little polystyrene ones, aren't
no,
they?
they're not. They're
Airfix,
plastic, and you glue them together. It's like the Warcraft thing.
Oh, right. Okay.
I know what you mean. They come with polycement.
Yeah.
Yellow tubes of polysement.
Exactly.
I know what you mean.
Of course you know something. Have you ever looked at polysement under a microscope? Right, go on. Next one.
So, Has anyone come to visit you and been starstruck? No, not really. I mean, certain people have visited me having
seen you. Yeah.
But no one's been like, oh my God.
I was quite starstruck when I first met.
Thank you.
Ditto.
Not so much you.
No, same.
Not shorter than I.
Yeah, everybody says that. Yeah, I've not heard anybody who's particularly starstruck, but I do. Do you ever get stopped anywhere? It's like, oh, you're that guy. That guy who does that.
Only once in the hardware store.
Really? I got stopped in the school uniform shop. I sort of slash accosted. I was getting the kids the uniform, and I heard this woman hollering from the background. She said, it's him, it's you, isn't it? It's you. I'm like, what's going on here? And this woman came from the back who'd been fiddling about with the uniforms. I know, I recognise your voice. It was you. You're that guy, aren't you, on TikTok who does that thing? Yeah, that's me. Anyway, I gave her a shout out in the next video, and she was very pleased. But starstruck, no. A few people stare for a bit. But other than that, no.
Yeah, there's occasionally like an odd stare from someone, but
yeah,
we're not anywhere near popular.
No, definitely not. No, absolutely not. No, it happened in the pub once. Right. What are your hobbies and how did you get into them? So I'll start with that. I mean, I've quite openly shared on my channel the biggest thing that takes up my time, other than the kids, but I can't call the kids a hobby, is probably rugby, along with music. It was music, but now it's rugby, where I used to play it, still play it a little bit, but most of the time I spend coaching a team of, well, they're not children, they're teenagers. They're all 12 years old. So running around after 20, 12-year-olds 3-4 times a week, trying to stop them from killing each other is how I spend my time, which keeps me busy. It's good fun. What about yourself?
I am what do they call them? Mammals?
Where are you going with this?
Middle-aged man in lycra.
Oh, is that what they I get what you mean, yeah.
So I am an avid road cyclist. So I cycle between 150, 200 miles a week.
Goodness, man.
And
I don't drive that far.
No. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. I got into it through pandemic, when everybody was hunkering down and loads of people bought Peloton.
Right, yeah.
So we got a Peloton, and I was just on it every day without fail. And then about 6 months later, my friend, when we come out of lockdown, my friend invited me up to his place in Bangor in Wales. Right, and he said, "Do you want to come out for a bike ride?" He said, "I'll take it easy on you."
Yeah.
And I got out, and literally the next day I went down, picked up a bike. I've just found
that was it.
Yeah, and I stopped since. Yeah.
Cool.
How much was your bike?
Was it an obscene amount?
Put it this way.
Yeah.
I asked the gentleman who sold me the bike to do a different receipt for me to show my wife. I can say that here because my wife's definitely not going to watch this. So.
No saying. Yeah. Now, if I watch anything I put out there, the word she uses is minging.
Yeah.
I've forgotten what they don't understand us, do they?
About you or earwax?
Both in general, really. Depends what day of the week you catch her. Well, I've forgotten what the question was now. Hobbies, yeah.
For me, just very boring, just occasionally playing guitar and
looking in the mic.
Nothing boring about that.
And I do a little bit of rock climbing. So that's good.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
I've looked after a lot of people who've had accidents rock climbing over the years.
I would never do anything risque.
Good.
But it's just like bouldering and top roping, that kind of thing.
Hunkering down in COVID, I wish I was doing that. I was working for the NHS at the time. We weren't hunkering. Right. And no, not that one, because we'll run through these that one either.
What's that one? Why don't you like that one?
They're just a bit boring, to be honest with you. So is that one.
Can we rate the questions?
Yeah, we're rating it, yeah. Here we go, because I think I know what your answer to this is going to be.
Yeah.
What I'll probably be the same. What's your favourite tool? I know what yours is.
Yeah, 100% Cawthorn hook.
Yeah, 100%. I have to agree as well. Now, obviously, we get comments all the time. All of us don't. Why did you use that? Why don't you use that? From the experts at home, who obviously know how to do these things better than the professionals. But suction it's easier than tools, to be honest. And I know you've said it in one of your videos, haven't you? That nails were good. I really liked. I was a fan of those. The old ones, not really fit for purpose. You agreed on that, didn't you? But when I saw your Cawthorn hook, I got in touch with Chef Med, because I know you mentioned it in one of your videos. So I'm going to sound like a stalker here, aren't I? And I said, where can I get me one of them? Because I did used to have one years ago that I just bought from somewhere else. I said, that one looks like the one. So we actually made one from the same mould.
Right.
From the same mould? From the same mould. It kept it in. So yeah, I have 4 of your Cawthorn hooks.
Oh, nice.
Alan kindly made for me.
Need some royalties.
Yeah, and he sent a chocolate bar with him as well.
I need to go back to them.
Did you have to design that then?
I did. Yeah, but he didn't. I think he went quiet and he didn't want to make them anymore because I don't think there was enough money in it.
Right.
Because they're made of metal and presumably very difficult to make because it's kind of like a teardrop design.
Yeah, it took quite a long time. He said, I mean, he came to me and he said, I'll put one together for you. And I said, great. But it took quite a long time. It was a number of weeks before we got it. But yeah, absolutely love it. It's great for those just rock hard ones that just don't budge with anything else. So yeah, that's our favourite tools. Right, go on. You pick another one. If you want to censor them, feel free.
Okay, we'll see if there's anything else. Yeah. Do you all watch each other's videos? Yeah, short answer, yes. I definitely check in on these guys to make sure
we're doing it properly.
to make sure I'm current. But yeah, that's the short answer.
You won't learn anything from mine.
Oh, I learned quite a lot from your videos. So.
It's interesting to see just the unusual and different cases, because I know you predominantly that's what you post, isn't it? You know, I have the odd unusual one in though, but because I put quite a lot out there, a lot of them are just routine that people like watching. But you can never know too much, can you not?
I would post more, but the editing takes so long. It takes such a long time.
It can do.
When work's busy, work just there's only so many hours in the day. I just run out of time. And then before you know it, it's been a few months since you posted. But
you had a good run of videos. I really enjoyed your sort of daily hearing aid thing.
Yeah, the hearing aid. Yeah, the hearing aid stuff gets a little bit, but not much interest. Is the earwax removal stuff's the popular stuff. And then you put a really well put together hearing aid video up. 7 views. Congratulations.
I know, it's disheartening.
Yeah, I'll do the same when I put some other different type of content on, or a bit of fun thing or a bit of family stuff. And the barrage I get from, this isn't what we signed up for to watch. Where's the ears? I'm like, well, it's your own channel. You put on there what you like, can't you?
It's tricky, isn't it, having that balance? Like, for us, we're a hearing care business, and so I want our content to kind of reflect that.
Of course, yeah.
But I appreciate that a lot of people will subscribe to the channel for earwax removal.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did a series of, like, when you first buy hearing aids.
I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a getting to a 1 minute video a day kind of thing to help people get used to their hearing aids. And so we were uploading 30 videos quite quickly.
Right.
I got a barrage of abuse.
Did you? Where's the wax? Where's the wax?
Well, that's it.
Oh, people are fickle, aren't they? People are fickle. Well, there's lots of people out there who enjoy watching anything you put out there.
Your narrations were good, though. You have a nice sort of soft voice. You know?
It's the microphone, I think.
Oh, right.
My wife doesn't think I do.
I think
I was like, I should just talk to you through a microphone, especially that night.
Walk around with a microphone with a pair of headphones in.
Yeah.
Who's the guy? You know, the guy with the curly hair who does the paintings on TV?
Bob.
Ross. Bob Ross. Is that
Yes,
Ross?
yes, yeah.
Your timbre is very similar to his, and cadence.
Thank you.
Even the way you said there, thank you.
To be honest, when I talk on the microphone, like you, I've got a little thing which tells me if I've gone a bit too loud.
Right.
And so I just try and keep away from the red, which has made me speak quieter.
Right.
But
I don't do anything that technical at all.
No.
It's just a phone and a cheap lapel microphone. I'm not technically minded in any way. It sounds how it sounds, but I try and drone myself out with the sound of the suction sounds in, because I know I leave my sounds in. People like listening to those. Why, I don't know, but people like those, so I turn them up to drone myself out, just to drone out my northern drawl that I know some people get bored with. Stop talking.
Next question.
Listen, let us watch the ears. Go on.
Try and find a good one. This one's quite big. Since there is no regulation, have you found the incidences of patients coming to you with trauma increased? Well, there's never been any regulation, so I've got to be honest. We don't see lots of people with trauma. What do you think they mean by?
I just think that injuries caused, or it could be something as simple as someone's been somewhere else and they said it was too painful or uncomfortable, or they felt like they were doing it wrong, so they've ended up somewhere else.
Yeah, no, we don't see an awful lot of.
No.
We do see the odd time people have used an Amazon device.
Yeah.
Or their girlfriend's had a go
Yeah.
an earwax out of their ear and they've come in with blood everywhere.
Yeah,
But it's
seen a lot of those.
it doesn't happen a lot. I think whilst there is, I don't really get into the debate on the lack of regulation too much.
It's a can of worms, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think, I'm quite happy for people to have that debate, because I think it's a debate that needs to be had. But I also think in some respects, like, for us as a business, we just concentrate on what we do and try and talk about what the benefits are of coming to see us. And so, in general, we don't have loads and loads of trauma cases. That would be wrong. We don't. We see on the vast majority. I think whilst the debate's been had, I think actually the knowledge of clients, customers, patients, whatever you want to call them, has actually increased.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
people are, rather than sticking a Amazon device down their ears, they are doing the right thing and coming to see the professional. So
yeah, I agree. I have actually tried. Have you tried one of those? I've tried one of those devices.
They're not easy.
No, they're not. It's really difficult, because what really threw me, whether I was holding the things upside down or not, the orientation wasn't right. Yeah, you're moving left and it goes right on the screen. You're moving up, it's going down.
Yeah.
And it's not easy, is it?
When I used to work for the big national chain, we got sent quite a lot of stuff from people who were trying to shift their products.
Yeah.
And so I had to go with one of them that they sent through, and I'm pretty convinced I gave myself an ear infection.
Yeah. It's big as well, isn't it? I know people don't appreciate on these videos the size of the things that are inside people's ears.
Yeah.
When you put one of those in there, the thing itself, it's fairly big, isn't it? The little blue cap that you put on top of it.
But like
very
you
unwieldy.
They should sell them without the scoops on the end.
Yeah,
just
as a
no
camera.
way to have a little look in your ears.
Yeah, there are some out there like that, but yeah, a lot of them have these, and I've seen these ones with these tiny little. They look like a little whisk, little coils as well.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and I'm like, who's passing these, or who's letting people advertise these? But if you want to use them, feel free, but you're only going to hurt yourself, in my opinion. But yeah, they're difficult to use, and I have come across people who serious injuries. Lady who had a serious perforation caused by those exact tools. Did well to get it down there, to be honest. But yeah,
okay.
yeah, she'd really managed to.
Must have just kept on ramming it.
Really gone in really far, and it was really bendy as well. And I don't know how she'd done it, because it was almost around the bend in the recess, and she'd caught the edge of she'd caught the corner there, and then managed to bend it round, and then perforate her ear just behind that bend. And it was like, how have you done that? She said, well, she did. That's what she said. She said, I've really rammed it in there.
Nice.
But yeah, don't try it at home, kids. That's the answer to that one. What's your favourite way to spend your day off? If you're cycling.
I'm about, every opportunity I get, if it's okay, I've got the clearance from my wife.
You get a day off?
Get a pass?
No, never a day off. Just moves the other things to the evening. But yeah, and if I get a day that's all clear, I'll be on my bike for sure.
For me, it's running the children around. I've got 3, and one of them's always at this club there, that club, that sports club there. It's just dad taxi is how I spend my day off. My day off is after about 10 o'clock each night, when they're actually in bed and asleep. So there isn't really a day off for me. But
Maybe you sound bad now. I've had to take dedicated fire.
Yeah.
When were you at?
Yeah, I only have to attend to them that much just to prevent them all from killing each other. That's to be honest with you. What about yourself? You got
Very similar to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, stopping kids from killing themselves at each other. Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea. There you go. If they could argue in an empty room with themselves, I'll tell you, they wouldn't be without them.
Does it bother you when the armchair experts criticise your work? No, I don't. I don't really tend to read the comments beyond a few days after the video is posted. And if I do read a comment, but it's starting to turn negative, I just scroll down. So I don't tend to pay too much notice to armchair experts.
You know, I know we've had discussions about this in the past, haven't we? When you started putting things out there, that
Well, when you first start uploading, I don't think until you post your own YouTube videos you realise sort of how
seriously people take.
Yeah, but how nasty some people can be as well. And it's like, you know, I don't do wax removal at Alto. Like we've got Maria and we've got Andrew, and so I think about how they'll read the comments as well.
Yeah, that's true. You're protecting your staff, isn't it?
Maria's an ENT doctor. So
yeah, she knows what she's doing.
Bad going, look, Maria, I know you're an ENT doctor, but some bloke called Dave says you're using the wrong tool. It used to wind me up a lot. But now I just ignore it.
I get entertained by it.
Yeah. You make videos.
I make videos about it, yeah. Because it is trolls. There is, but I think the best way to respond to them is to reply back to them, and not making fun of everyone, but just to highlight the error of their ways. Here's one that I didn't know that you were both involved in this before we did it. What type of music are you into? What's your favourite music?
Me?
Yeah, whoever. Go on.
Can we guess?
Yes, you can guess.
Do you like the Smashing Pumpkins?
No, I don't like the Smashing
Pumpkins. Okay. No, that was a test. I'm going to take a mulligan on that one. Do you like? Hang on a minute. Do you like the Cranberries?
I do like the Cranberries, actually.
Exactly. Excellent.
Yeah. I've got that. I recently bought one of their vinyl albums. Yeah.
I haven't owned a record player since don't know when, since I was 13. But the big backing treasure, big band, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean this one connects to the Sonos.
Yeah,
it connects to the Sonos, so it goes all around. But it's
right.
Yeah, I've been picking up records for the last couple of years.
Cool,
building up my collection.
Cool.
But yeah, sort of that indie rock. That kind of thing. I like a bit of folk music as well.
Yeah,
classical if I'm doing something like studying. Something
for every purpose in life.
Yeah,
depends what you're doing at the time. Depends what music is right for that situation. Yeah,
should we try and guess which one you like?
Yeah, go on.
Lisa Stansfield.
Is that because we have the same accent? I actually did used to drive past Lisa Stansfield's house.
Did you?
Every morning in one of my old jobs. Yeah, I used to work in Rochdale. Not for the NHS. I was working in a home for children with special needs at the time, and we used to drive past her house every day, and I did see her coming out of it every now and then. Yeah.
Where
you didn't realise I was going to go there when you said Lisa Stansfield?
Where I live, there's a big house where supposedly, and it's not confirmed. I can't find any confirmation of it online, but supposedly Cher lives there.
Is that right?
In Leicestershire.
Get out of town.
I don't think she does. But
why would someone start that rumour? Maybe it's true.
Yeah.
Cher, if you're watching this, will you let us know?
Yeah, but every time I cycle past, I sing "Do You Believe in Life After Love?"
Did you really?
Just in case the security cameras pick me up.
It's just footballers who live near us. Yeah. What's the question now? Yeah, music. Yeah, go on. You were going to try and guess the music I was into.
I think I can name two bands that you like.
Go on.
Oasis?
No.
You don't like Oasis?
I actually cannot stand Oasis.
That's shot my...
No, I know. As a northerner, it's kind of the law that you have to like Oasis. I don't like Oasis. I actually preferred Blur back in the day. They're musically more intelligent than me. I used to call them Oasis Quo because, I mean, Status Quo famously had 3 chords. Oasis 4, sometimes 5, and I never got it.
Who's the...
My wife loves them. I can't bear them.
What's the name of the band? They did that song, Sally Cinnamon...
Stone roses.
Yeah, you like
yes,
Stone
I love the
Roses.
stone roses.
Yes.
Yeah, I love the stone roses.
See, half the time I'm right every time.
Yeah, I went to, I think they were about 15, 16 when it kind of inspired me to get in bands because the music we played was kind of similar time. And I was at Spike Island, the legendary gig that they did. Why my mum and dad let me go because I was only 15, 16 at the time. But yeah, great time was had by all. And I saw them again when they did a reunion. But yeah, I love the Stone Roses. But going way back before that, Pink Floyd's my favourite band. Because my dad took me to see Pink Floyd when I was 12 at Main Road at Manchester City's football ground. And I've never been to any concert before. I've been disappointed with everyone since because they put on a show, didn't they? And I love the music as well. My wife can't stand it again. She says it's really depressing. But I've always loved Pink Floyd because they had this appeal to you guys as a audiologist because they were the first band and only band I've ever seen since that did quadraphonic sound in the stadium. So there wasn't just the giant two stacks in front. Mm-hmm. There was two outside and two behind you as well. And they used it, things spinning all around. You just didn't know where to look. It was just a sensory overload. It was incredible. It absolutely blew my little tiny mind. So yeah, they've always been my favourite band.
We'll see you in a few years for a hearing aid, Richard.
Possibly, yeah. Don't go to many concerts nowadays. It was amazing. But I've never seen anyone else do it since.
A word that one of the manufacturers has made.
A certain manufacturer.
Is that the right word for it? Coming from four sides.
Yeah.
They'll charge you extra for the quadraphonic
microphone.
But it was incredible, yeah. And things inflatable pigs flying over your head. It was bizarre. It was
Should we try and guess Conor's?
Yeah.
No,
I don't think he does either. No, I think like singer-songwritery thing.
Ed Sheeran,
but not Ed Sheeran. He's a bit meh. No offense, Ed, if you're watching. Like Damien Rice.
Meh.
We're going to be really surprised by this. It's like Sex Pistols or something really random. Give us a clue then. Are they like a genre?
Kind of similar to sort of what Adam likes a little bit.
Similar to Cher.
Not to Cher, but
I think he's a massive Kylie fan.
I went to see Pink recently.
Did you?
Man, my wife really likes Pink.
She puts on a show, I believe.
Really good.
I believe so, yeah. We're nowhere nearer to guessing who he likes, though. Like an indie rock thing.
Yeah, kind of.
Massive Attack.
I don't think I've ever heard music by Massive Attack.
Okay. So we're talking in The Strokes.
Yes, I guess a little bit.
Okay. What's your favourite album ever?
It's called The Mark, Tom and Travis Show.
Right.
By Blink-182.
Are you into Blink-182?
Yeah, I like Blink-182.
American punk rock.
Yeah, I like, Blink-182, I'd say that's probably my favourite album. It's a live album they did.
They're the ones who did all the small things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love them. Now that one I would be interested in.
What's it say?
Because I know I have terrible trouble with this. You maybe not so much, yeah.
How do you relieve pain in the arms, hands and shoulders?
Because I think I might be, because I'm a few years ahead of you, I am what's to come for you, I think. Because by shoulders and back, after a day, it's absolute agony, I'm not going to lie. Do you get trouble with RSI in your wrist?
I did, yeah. That was my own fault for using a chunky big endoscope and holding it down like that, like a claw for ages.
Right, yeah.
We had the conversation about that thing. Do you remember? It was like a tattooist's armrest.
I'm now trying to sell it.
Yeah. You're trying to sell it?
Yeah, because I just never use it.
Yeah, so I did try and find if there's a procedure chair that does have some kind of armrest. Like extending out, there probably is. I haven't found one that I thought would work.
I have one.
Have you? Of course you have.
So I should have brought it down so I can sell it to you. But no, I just don't use it because it's annoying. But there are various chairs. They're mainly designed for dentistry where you can just kind of lean on it like that.
Yeah, I think when after such a long day with being in the same position, I think it's just about getting up, stretching, and keeping your back straight.
Yeah.
Like that. If you get your hand, you
Yeah.
you get like your numb hands.
Yeah.
Just shake them. That's a cycling trick. If you get numb hands,
Is it?
just shake them.
Yeah, I definitely get the numbness along there. I mean, I may well be developing carpal tunnel syndrome. I am also probably getting early arthritis because my little fingers are starting to bend a little bit in places and got bumps that they shouldn't have bumps in. Kind of runs in the family. But the easiest way I deal with it, next door to me, because it's a shared building we have, and there's like another 6 or 7 businesses in it. And next door to me is a little Thai lady who runs a massage clinic, and she's one of them that will, I know this is going to sound proper dodgy, I promise you it's not. She's proper medically trained and everything. It's not what you think. But she's one of them ones.
You're going to have to cut this bit out.
No, she's wonderful. And she's one of them who will get elbows in and knees in, and she'll seriously, she'll climb all over you. And yeah, maybe I will edit this bit out. But she is wonderful so I get a free treatment every few days.
Your wife better not watch this.
My wife goes to her for the same thing because she struggles with her hips and her back as well, and she goes and sees my little Thai lady. Anyway, we're all done with those. I promised everybody else that we would have a quick go at this because it's our job to have steady hands. My hand, because I've not eaten, I'm going to blame the low. Yeah, I'm going to blame the low blood sugars here.
The winner? What do they get?
I have actually got some prizes.
Oh, okay.
I have got some prizes. Thanks for reminding me that there's a present. So if anyone remembers this, it's a buzz wire, free, and it makes that horrific noise. £3.99 Amazon special. I don't think it's the original one, but obviously you all know what we do with this. Yeah, hook it round there and try and get as far as you can. What we're setting the deal on here, do you think one go and see who gets the furthest, or if we only get that far, does someone is it like 3 strikes you're out?
One go and see who gets the furthest.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me.
Get this done.
Who's going to be first?
I'll go first.
Go on then.
All right. So I can do that.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
What you're using 2 hands?
Well,
That's
it's not
more of
holding
a-
that with 2 hands. He's supporting his wrist with the second hand.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
You wouldn't use 2 hands for a sauna tube, would you?
I suppose that's a fair point. Can't really argue with that.
Right.
You got us on that one.
Here we go.
No
I've got
pressure.
technique now. Look at this. Right. Right.
You can put it in. Stick it on the yellow bit.
Yeah, we'll let you off having it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
We'll let you
Look
off to
at
start
that.
with. There you go.
It's good.
Oh, that was pretty impressive, though.
All right. I got to that bend.
Hold on. Keep my tongue away.
So when you get next going cycling, Adam?
Not tomorrow.
Are you ticklish?
No.
Oh, okay. So close. Right, pressure's really on here. Right, like I said, I've not eaten since 10 o'clock this morning, so we'll blame the low blood sugars on this.
Wait, you left-handed?
I am left-handed, yeah. Did you not
You
know
should
that?
start from the other end then, really, shouldn't you?
Yeah, because this bit's a lot. Does that point still count as the point to get to if I start at that end?
You can just go that, can't you?
Oh, there you go. Happy days. That doesn't count. I am left. Well, I'm kind of ambidextrous because I write with my left hand. I do suction with my left hand.
Mm-hmm.
I play snooker with my left hand. Everything else I'm right-sided, like right-footed for kicking. It's very bizarre. I think my brain just couldn't make its mind up.
Yeah, a slight disadvantage with the cordage, but
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it actually would be easier to do it on that side. All right, here we go.
It's good.
I don't believe this.
He has been. How many days have you been practicing?
I promise I had one go with the kids the other day. And they actually whooped me ass.
He's had the clinic closed for the last 3 days.
I must admit, I am very competitive,
Mm.
but I wouldn't go that far. I didn't watch any YouTube tutorials or anything.
Did we tell you the winner has to buy dinner?
Fine by me. Oh, I've run out of twist.
Oh.
Am I allowed to pinch that? Oh, so close. So close. Not a bad effort, though.
That was really good.
Not a bad effort. Well done. Yeah, I have got some prizes. No, and when I say prizes, it's more to you two as a thank you for coming on. No, anyone who works in an office never has enough pens, do they? So you can have some free pens. Free pens always goes a long way, don't they?
I love that.
There you go. So you can have 2 pens each, and one of those for you. Do you like my bag, by the way?
What's it say? I can't fix stupid, but I can help you hear it. That's very good.
Somebody sent me that from America.
Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.
This
isn't product placement or anything. But I had a load lying around, and I thought, well, just as a thanks for coming on, you can have your own little free coffee mug.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much.
It's all right. Feel free to give it away to somebody.
It's got your face.
If you don't want to see my face on it every day, yeah.
Got my hair on that one.
That was
actually.
Yeah. Well, it does grow. It just doesn't grow very far down. That's all.
That's brilliant. Straight in my cupboard.
Anyway, I enjoyed that. Thank you to both of you for joining us on this. Now we're off for something to eat and pint. What's your pint of choice, by the way? What's your drink of choice?
Probably a Guinness.
A Guinness. I love a Guinness too. Something else you've been calling about yourself.
It's going to be boring here because I don't drink.
Do you not? Oh, that's fine.
Did you not have a pint last time I was down?
No.
Cheap date?
Didn't you?
Definitely not.
In that case, drinks on me.
Okay. I was drinking alone then.
Yeah.
2 Guinnesses and a glass of water then.
Yeah.
Happy days. Cheap round. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. I hope you managed to bear with it for as long as you did. How do you normally say goodbye on your videos? I did ask you to think of something, didn't you? But you...
I might have to just
goodbye.
I need to edit this bit out. Thanks very much for watching.
Yeah, that's Adam's new sign off.
Yeah.
He's literally just auto now. From me, take care of yourself, and I'll see you later. Ta-da.
And I will see you on the next video.